The masses are gonna go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that, because if we keep worrying about
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
All right, y'all, we are back again. We are live, back in full effect. And we got to get back into 50 Cent versus T.I. Man, it's 50 Cent versus everybody at this point, because he taking shots at Jermaine Dupri. He back on Dame Dash again. And he dropped a song for his new Power series that's coming. And he shot a line at T.I. and Tiny in that song, which we gonna get into. T.I. also dropped another diss song, and King dropped another diss song with some visuals, and taking shots at 50 baby mama, saying she was sleeping with crackheads and shit like that. So we gonna get into it, man.
Sleeping with crackheads.
And these guys are going back and forth, and they doing a good job with keeping themselves relevant on the algorithm. You know,
Bingo.
They're keeping themselves relevant. I mean, a lot of this shit might be real, but it's like a necessary beef to keep their numbers up, in which we're gonna get into. It's a lot of back and forth going on with these guys, man. Some heavy things being said. You know, a lot of personal things are being said. You know, between each other. You know, so we're gonna get into it, man. So 50 recently posted. Y'all know 50 posted saying he was going to drop a documentary surviving T.I. and Tiny, you know, on his page yesterday, and he deleted the post. But, you know, it spread like wildfire, went viral still, and people had their opinions on it or whatever. And so.
But by him deleting it don't necessarily mean he going to 86 it, because he can still drop it.
Facts.
Because he mentioned something about Dame saying that he would never that he wasn't going to bring the Diddy joint out, and then he dropped it anyway.
Right.
So he was basically letting people know, don't sleep.
Don't sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. Make sure y'all liking this video, man. I mean, all this is for entertainment purposes, man. Make sure y'all liking this video. So let's get into it, man. All right, so we have 50 Cent. He dropped a song yesterday, the Power Origins theme song. And in that song, he says some things about Tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. So this is the lyrics he said in this song. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and play it real quick.
Hopefully we don't get hit with copyright.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, if I have to edit it out later, then that's cool. But y'all need to hear what he's saying for this movie.
I'm back with my dope boy grandma. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
What you say about my mama?
No one told us what we're here for.
So that's the lyrics to the song. That's one of the lyrics that he dissed Tiny. He said, "I'm back on my dope boy grammar. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Freak-ish, peep-ish, keep-ish on the low." So he's basically talking about, you know, T.I. and them having those, you know, them freak offs, and, you know, Tiny messing with the women, you know, basically the freak offs and shit that T.I. and Tiny be having. You know, inviting women into their bedroom, having them, you know, the freak offs. So he basically saying that T.I. made Tiny eat every box in Atlanta. So that was just a quick shot out of that song. The whole song wasn't about that. He just took a quick, jab at T.I. and them. That's crazy though, because that song is going to be the theme song for the origin.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like that's exactly what I was about to
it's
say.
it's a own,
That's gonna be that's gonna be on the theme song of the series.
yeah,
So you gonna hear that diss every time
every
the
time.
series come on.
This nigga 50 is a genius when it comes to beefing with niggas. I gotta give him that. He's a strategic nigga, and he's a genius with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, he got the hair. T.I. got to hear that every time that show come on. T.I. got to hear that line. That's crazy.
Somebody said 50 hates everyone. It ain't that he hates everyone. He just using everybody to keep his name relevant. He
Right.
beefing with everybody to keep. He did. That's how he came in the game.
Yeah, it is.
He came in the game the same exact way.
Right.
He was beefing with everybody when he dropped the song, dissing everybody on his mixtapes, and that's how he basically got recognition. If
Right.
anybody know the origin of 50, that was his whole marketing. That was his whole marketing plan,
Right.
and it worked. I mean, he basically took the same marketing plan as his mentor, Eminem.
Yeah, yeah. M came in the game dissing
Eminem did
niggas.
the same thing. Came in the game
Right.
dissing everybody.
But then 50 came in with How to Rob. So he came in dissing everybody. Like, and this before he even got signed with M and Dre.
Right,
He started dissing niggas with the How to Rob.
right.
And that song was a mixtape hit. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? When he dropped that shit, bro, niggas was like, who the fuck? Like, niggas knew who 50 was, but when he dropped that shit, he made a statement like, nigga, F everybody in the industry. I'm coming for everybody. Like, if you listen to that song, How to Rob, and he named everybody in that shit, from every R&B artist that was on top, every rapper that was on top. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was in the top, basically in the top 10 charts, he took a shot at him. And niggas respected him for that. A lot of niggas felt some type of way about it, but then it's like, all right, it's 50 Cent. It's like, what niggas gonna really do about it? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it was
At
some
that
rap
point,
shit. It was some
it was
rap
rap
shit.
shit, right? But I'm just saying, people
He
felt some
had
type
real
of way
beef
about
out
it.
there, but the How to Rob song was just some rap shit. Everybody knew that.
Yeah. Now the
Just like
ghetto
this
corrupt,
internet beef. This
right,
internet beef is like some wrestling WWE type shit. To tell you
right.
the truth, it ain't no real beef behind no Ti, no 50 Cent.
Nah. And the ghetto Quran song he dropped was a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was involved with like him talking about gangsters from his hood and shit like that. And those lyrics was actually used in indicting the nigga Supreme McGriff. They used Ghetto Quran as
Uh
part of them lyrics to convict that nigga.
oh, dry snitching.
Yeah, he was dry snitching it. So yeah, because it's like he wasn't snitching
Damn.
directly. Yeah, he wasn't snitching directly. Like
Oh
they would,
shit.
like they wanted 50 to snitch directly, but he didn't want to go. So he kind of put that song out there as an indirect snitch. It's
ARF
crazy.
type shit.
Yeah, like he did like an indirect snitch. Like
He was
nigga,
on some AR. He was on some
yeah,
ARF shit before ARF.
yeah.
Just killed the nigga. I seen him do it.
But the thing about it, Ab ain't really get convicted of none of that shit. He ain't get convicted of none of that. Like he did an interview like maybe a few weeks ago, calling from jail. He said, nah, none of that shit got him convicted. No interviews and none of that shit got him convicted. So
That means they already had enough shit on him anyway, but they needed to. Trust me, they would have dug those interviews up
yeah,
and that footage up, and they would have got him on some of that shit.
right. Yeah, but he was basically saying none of that shit got him convicted. But yeah, 50 indirectly was snitching in that Ghetto Quran song and shit.
Somebody said, I see through all 48 law of power tactics. He's still an elite puppet, in my opinion.
Well, he wrote
Yeah,
he wrote the 50 of Law of Power, which he put a book out called the 50 of Law of Power, like kind of adding on his twist to the whole 48 Laws of Power shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, he wrote the book 50 of Law. 50 of Law.
once you get a certain status in the industry, yeah, you're gonna be a puppet
Right,
because you ain't gonna be able to make moves without their say so. Yeah, we know that
right.
already.
Facts.
So
Yeah, you
that's
ain't
why
making
that's
no
why it
move.
makes me question like him I know it was personal because of his ex and whatnot, but
Yeah,
that him taking down helped taking down Diddy with that spreading the propaganda through that documentary is kind of crazy.
right. Yeah, I think it
Like
was like
that's
a
like
propaganda piece, and I feel like that was personal too. You know what I mean? It was
yeah, that's
personal.
what I said because of his
Right,
ex was running around with Diddy, but
right.
it's still I still feel like that's some
And then
like propaganda shit that the
right,
establishment wanted him to
and then
do.
he said I think what threw 50 over the top was Diddy putting his hands on his baby mama in front of his son. I think 50 ain't really, he felt some type of way about that shit after, you know what I mean? Diddy putting his hands on her in front of his son. So, 50 couldn't really directly do nothing to Diddy, but he's running around talking shit on him, you know what I'm saying? And then there was an opportunity for him to do something, diabolical, and he put that series out on Netflix, and
And then the fact that Netflix backed that
yeah, they
documentary is
back that shit,
crazy.
yeah. Well, they gonna profit off that shit. Like it's like
Yeah,
what?
but Netflix is
Yeah,
known for propaganda pieces
yeah,
though.
right. Facts, facts,
If
facts.
you look into the founder of Netflix, you will see he's related to the godfather of propaganda, some nigga from World War II who was
Right,
doing propaganda for the Nazi party. So that should tell you something right there
right.
about Netflix history.
All right. So Tip responded, said we can go bar for bar, hit for hit, dot for dot. Either way, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do. He said all you're gonna do is show how much of a F nigga you is. He said, let's play. Nobody fears you over here, boo boo. Well, Boo Boo is his was 50 Cent street name. Boo Boo. That's what they called him, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that was 50 T.I. responded. Let me see something real quick.
All we need is some old school Mean Gene to come on. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Some Mean Gene come out from WWF
That
from
Mean
way back
Gene.
in the day. Yeah, it's like some wrestling shit.
Let me tell you something,
It's,
Mean Gene.
it's definitely some wrestling shit, bro.
Right. So King responded just like maybe an hour ago, some shit. King posted on his page a video of 50 Cent baby mama, did a photo shoot with T.I. Was in the one of T.I.'s featured in one of T.I.'s photo shoots. And I ain't even know that shit. But King, that nigga King over there doing the most with it. He ain't playing no games about it. So let me read what King said real quick. Let me read what King said on his clapback. King, Mr. Little Young King Harris, little yellow freak.
He barking real loud at 50, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like King the only one really keeping up with him. Like King said, all right, so King said, F this. He said, F it. This why he mad, y'all, because the beautiful woman ain't want him, and it may be why he beating women at 50 Cent. So he tagged 50 in it, said, you gonna learn to stop effing with us. You can't beat us with lies, paid rumors. But it's a fact. Your mama was effing junkie, was effing junkies for the re-up, your new clothes, and while eating dirty on the side. I can't relate. He said song now will be on all platforms. So he put he dropped the song with these visuals of. So he said in the song, he said 50 just want it with black women. He don't want it with me. So I don't want to play it for copyright reasons, but yeah, King. So they dropping diss songs back and forth on each other. Well, 50 only dropped one, but King ain't letting up. He's still dropping his diss songs. And
50 ain't never respond to Fab's this song, did he?
I ain't respond.
He had to ignore that
But
altogether, like it never
but not
existed.
but it really didn't stop because he kept fucking with Jim Jones by posting leaking footage of Jim Jones, the water getting cut off. I mean, the heat getting
Him
cut
getting
off, and
evicted.
getting evicted, him snapping out and trying to kick the door down, and So he was still indirectly taking shots at them, but not with the music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, him kicking that door was some of the
It's
funniest shit I
crazy.
seen in a
That shit
long
was
time.
funny as hell.
Like that nigga, don't ever skip leg day again, bro.
Never skip.
Don't
That
ever skip
nigga never skip leg
don't
day.
ever skip leg day again, bro. Kicking that door.
That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit though. Said, don't skip leg day.
Oh man, that shit was wild.
All right. All right, let me see if I can pull. Look at this shit. All righty now. Yeah, this shit crazy. 50 and I think they gearing up for that verses though. I think if they do that verses, they gonna get the most out of that shit. They gonna make sure it's the most profited verses they gonna do if they do this shit.
I don't think 50 want to do it though.
It's offered, but it depends if it's offers on the table. You gotta realize that they will do that shit if the right offer is on the table. They would do that shit, bro. But they can build anticipation for it where they can get the most money out of the verses. It'd be like they get paid their verses, they'd probably get to paid the most out of anybody that ever did a verses. But if they could
Maybe
build
that's what
enough,
they trying to do.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they could build a anticipation for it where they can get the most out of it, that's what they would do. Now, for the right price, them niggas will do that versus, bro. If
Right,
it's 50, $60 million on the line for that shit, them niggas gonna do that.
right.
Are you crazy? To go up there and do 20 songs? I mean, hell yeah, that ain't shit. To get 50, 60 million just to go on stage and play your old hits and perform a minute.
Yeah, 50, 60
Hey,
million. You think they get that much? I don't
hell,
know about
bro,
50, 60
bro,
million.
you gotta realize it's not just the verses, but it's all the advertisement that's going into that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that. But them
It
getting
could
50,
be,
60 million
yeah, it could be, because
a piece? Damn.
this type of verses can draw in 250 million easily if they do it right. You see what I'm saying? If they do it right, it could draw $250 million off this shit. Like sort of like a fight with Floyd, like you know, a Floyd Mayweather fight. How much they be drawing in off of
Damn,
fighting shit,
50,
bro?
50,
You gotta
60,
realize
50,
this is
60
50 and
million though, bro.
you gotta
That's
realize this is 50 and Ti, bro. If they did a
I mean,
verse,
how much
they
50
doing
is
this.
getting for 50 still getting doing shows now? How much this nigga's getting for a show right
It
now?
ain't the same when you got an opponent like Ti. It's a different story.
Yeah,
Them
I
performing
understand
off
that.
doing their own concerts is not going to draw in the type of money with these niggas sharing the same stage and talking shit back and forth and
I don't know about
playing their
50,
hits.
60 million. They might make 50, 60 million for the whole event, but 50, 60 million a piece
Nah,
to
they
show
can
for
draw.
Versus is going to lose out on that if they paid them
I
50,
think
60 million.
they could draw.
In this economy, 50, 60 million, niggas ain't getting that
Shit.
type of bread no more.
I mean, hey,
They
niggas
was
is
even lying
yeah.
about the type bread when the only time you heard about bread like that recently is the Jake Paul fights and all that. And he said
Shit.
those numbers wasn't even real that the media was bringing up, saying
Shit.
that he
10
was getting
million.
100 mil.
Yeah.
He's saying he was getting 100 mil and 80 million. And he said those numbers wasn't
Shit.
even fucking real.
10 million is good off some shit like
Yeah,
that.
10 million is
Yeah,
damn
10
good.
million is still good.
In
You know
this
what I'm saying?
economy, that's
Right.
damn good.
He said that's damn.
That's damn good.
He said that's damn good.
Hell yeah. Nigga,
Oh,
this ain't the early mid 2000s anymore. Niggas ain't seeing those types of checks in no
right.
2026
Facts.
until they flood the economy with that crypto shit. Then you will start seeing checks like that again.
Which that's gonna happen. Which we know that's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, you better brace yourself for the cryptocurrency. You know that's coming.
yeah,
And they
they
and
gonna
then
flood the
and
economy
you
with
gotta
that
think. You
shit.
gotta realize that the Olympics is coming to America in 2028. They trying to get the crypto up and running by then, because that's what they're trying to basically, make everything based off that new financial system. So yeah, the cryptocurrency. If you ain't making those type of investments, you better figure out where. where this shit is going. And so we ain't giving out no financial advice, but we telling you what's coming. But you better start doing your research on this shit and figure out, and get ahead of it and make your investments on this shit because it's something that's definitely going to happen regardless.
Hell yeah.
That
Oh
shit
yeah,
gonna
it's
happen.
happening.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
it's happening. That's why they confiscating everything in these wars so they can put it on the crypto ledger. So they
right,
could tokenize that shit. That's all everything is about right
right.
now.
And once they tokenize that, everything's shooting up. The whole market is going to shoot up. Right now, the market I think is at what is like 1 trillion something right now. The whole
Yeah.
crypto market as a whole, like
And
1
it's
trillion something,
down right now.
and
But
it's down.
wait till it go back up on the
Yeah,
upswing.
right.
I
So
mean, all that shit is manipulated and
yeah,
rigged,
right
bro.
now, yeah, right. Facts, facts. And it like any other market on the
Yeah, yeah, all
any
that
other
shit. That's why I said all
right.
that shit.
But if you can make an investment and profit off that shit for you and your family and generations and create generational wealth based off your investments, man, you better figure that shit out and take the opportunity. You know what I mean? All right, so we got Dame Dash. So 50 found a way to, come at Dame Dash. Before we get into that, let's
Bring
go and
Dame
get into a
Dash into it.
let's get into a quick commercial. This video is sponsored by 90dayherbals.com. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
Make sure y'all check out our website, 90dayherbals.com. Natural herbal products, no synthetics, no chemicals based, nothing, none of that. All our products are lab tested for impurities. Like everything is pure. We use all natural ingredients and herbs for our products, from the soaps to the hair care, skin care products to the CBD. Everything naturally grown, high potency. Um, check our website out.
And,
Check out
and
check out the reviews too.
And for those of y'all who buy the cigarettes, we also doing something right now. You could buy the trim and buy the empty cones to stuff your own cigarettes right now. So
Right.
make sure y'all go check that out right now. We offering that for the people who buy the herbal cigarettes. So you could buy the filling separately, and you could buy the hemp cones separately, and you could pack them yourself.
And all the hemp cones is made from hemp paper.
Yeah,
So
all
it's
the
yeah,
cigarette paper is made from hemp.
the
No
raw.
chemicals, nothing
Right.
synthetic, organic. So make sure y'all come check us out,
So
nightandayherbals.com.
links in the description and in the chat. All right, so now 50 then turned his attention to Dame Dash and Jermaine Dupri. So it was this video is from the TFU podcast where Dame was speaking on trauma and he brought up 50 Cent. And the reason why
Mhm.
he took a shot at Jermaine Dupri, because Jermaine Dupri liked the damn post. And 50 was like, all right, what the hell Jermaine Dupri liking the post for? So let's go ahead and get into it.
That also could have been an accident too, because sometimes sometimes you accidentally bump the like button and shit when you scrolling
Right,
through social media and not even realize you do it.
right. Well,
But
50 don't
hey,
give a shit about that.
right,
Yeah, it's like,
Jermaine
nigga,
Dupri gonna take shots too.
look,
Facts.
right. All right, so this is the video right here, the TFU podcast, where Dave was tough. Yeah, brought up 50 name. Let me know if y'all can hear this too. Hold on.
Even guys like 50
Yep.
Cent, like I'm like, damn, he must not have got like, cause like if a baby doesn't get held the first like 5 minutes, there's some things that fuck with them for the rest of their life. They have issues with, touching, loving. If you get abused when you can't protect yourself, it can make you, depressed. If let's say you're undiagnosed autistic, and then you become traumatized as a young person, that can turn you into a schizophrenic.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like with people and the way they act, when I see people that are bitter now, that are just like are hurt for no reason or want to hurt people, I attribute it to something that happened to them when they couldn't protect themselves. Like even guys like 50.
All right, so 50 responded to that. He posted the video on his Instagram, and he responded saying, Dr. Dane says I'm depressed, undiagnosed autistic, and a result to trauma, and I could possibly be recognized as schizophrenic. And Jermaine Dupri liked the post. Let me switch that real quick. Go to the next slide. So that's Jermaine Dupri right there. He circled it off. He said Jermaine Dupri liked the post. He said it's a good thing I didn't come to make friends. F you old pussy ass ninjas. That's what 50 said in response to Jermaine Dupri liking the post, and Dame Dash basically trying to diagnose 50 with schizophrenia. 50 always gonna make a way to you know address a nigga. He always gonna make a way to address a nigga. I don't know if Dane respond back to that yet, but let me see if Dane. I don't think Dane respond to that, which I know he probably most likely he will. Um, Dane be going on these podcasts, boy, and be
That's because first of all, it keeps it. That's the only way he could keep himself
yeah,
relevant.
right.
He gotta keep being seen because he got a brand that
Got a
he's
brand.
so he gotta
That's it.
keep himself
Yeah,
seen.
and that's for anything, any brand. Like with us being a brand, we gotta stay, stay in the public eye. When you're a brand, you have to stay. You have to stay in the public eye. Like you have to keep yourself relevant to the people. Keep yourself relevant because being as though everything is on social media, that's where everyone is at. So you gotta keep your presence. You got to keep your presence known. You
Unless
know.
you a gatekeeper nigga like Jay, then you ain't gotta really do interviews or nothing, like
Right.
just
Right.
when you feel like it.
Facts. Facts.
Because I mean, he ain't gotta do what Dame does.
Right. Right. You don't.
Because he was put in position to move other people money around and basically be a gatekeeper
Right.
to
Right.
new people that's coming in the game.
Right.
So that yeah, that rings true for for 99.99% of the people that got their own business or trying to get into the industry or independent in the industry. Yeah, you got to do that shit.
Right.
So you gonna see Dame on multiple podcasts talking the
Yeah.
shit that he's talking. You gotta
Right.
talk the shit that people want to hear. People want to hear beef. People want to hear, riffraff between so and so and so and so.
Right.
That's why it says like wrestling.
Right. Not mind you, Dame still probably getting like 5 a pop for each interview. He
What,
probably
like
getting like 5 a
5K?
pop. Yeah, like 5, 6K for to come on the platform. Yeah, to come on a platform. Yeah. So he's making money at the same time, keeping his brand relevant. You know.
That's the
Yeah.
game. That's the
Yeah.
game
That's
in
the game. Yeah.
2026.
Facts. Yeah. Like if you're a brand, you got to keep yourself relevant. Like you got to stay in the public eye. And that's just what it is. Yo, shout out to y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all liking this video. Let's get these
Facts.
likes up. It's over 100 and some people in here, almost 130 people. Let's get these likes up. I mean, let us know what y'all think, man. Y'all think 50 Cent and T.I. gearing up for a versus?
That's a big possibility.
But they basically building an anticipation for it so they can get the most money out of this shit. And the thing about it, this will be the highest gross versions based off the fact they're having a back and forth on social media. So they're looking at the numbers. They're looking at what this beef back and forth is bringing in. They looking at the analytics and they studying the analytics and they seeing what's the numbers is accumulating. So they will if they did a versus, they will base the versus based off the fact of the overall analytics of the numbers that they're drawing in right now. So if they did a versus, that will hike the numbers up even more because they got animosity between each other in the public eye. So people going to want to see them on stage talking shit against each other, playing hit songs. So that based off the drama that they have right now, and if they was to do a versus, this definitely would be the highest gross versus. You know what I
Right.
mean? This definitely will be the highest gross versus. This would top all the verses. You said he's so old. Yeah, these niggas is 50 years old. Yeah, these niggas is uh I don't know, 50 grandfather, but yeah, these niggas is old.
They grandfather age.
Yeah, they pop.
And
Dude.
T.I. is a grandfather,
Yeah,
so
he is a grandfather, right? Facts. Yeah, but this definitely would be the highest gross verses, bro. Hands down. I
who's been the highest gross so far?
um let me think. I'm trying to think.
Let us know in the comments if y'all know
Yeah,
who's
who y'all
been the
think is the
highest gross
highest gross verses they had so
so
far?
far. Yeah, who's been the highest gross so far?
Um Another highest gross will be Chris Brown and Usher. That would be another one that would be a highly gross versus um if Usher and Chris Brown was the tee off on that. Um yeah, uh let me see. I don't know who y'all think is the highest gross versus so far. The one that already the verses that already took place out of all the verses y'all can recollect in your mind, who would y'all say was the highest gross verses that they had so far?
Is that shit still owned by Timberland and Swiss
Yeah,
Beats?
they still got stake in it. Yeah, they're still like the faces of it, but they sold the company, but they're still the face of it. So they still got percentage they still got a stake in it, but they're not
Cause they
the
the ones that started the shit
yeah,
during COVID.
yeah. I remember the very first verses they had. I was on that live stream. That was just Blaze. No, it was Timberland and Swiss on there.
Yeah, Timberland and Swiss was the
Yeah.
first. Yeah,
And it wasn't even a verses. It wasn't even thought of yet. They was just on there playing a hit song. Swiss was sitting in the car. Timberland was in the studio, and they was just playing songs back and forth with each other. And then from there it became what it became. But yeah, if Kendrick and Drake was to do a verses, that would be probably the highest grossed verses in history. I don't think anybody will even be able to top that shit unless you pulling out like Beyonce versus goddamn. I don't know. It'd be like Beyonce versus who in the verses,
it'd be like Beyonce versus Mariah Carey or some shit.
right? Some shit like that, right? So that would be the top three. Well, it'd be four verses. That would be top. It'd be like Beyonce versus Mariah Carey or Kendrick versus
Hmm.
Drake, 50 versus T.I. or Usher versus Chris Brown. That'd be like the top four.
Or
That would,
Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne.
or Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne. Facts.
That'd probably be the biggest,
Right.
besides Beyonce and Mariah
Yeah,
Carey.
yeah, right, yeah. Because anything Mariah and
Anything
Beyonce
Beyonce and
on is going,
Mariah, that
hey,
shit would bring them up. That
that's
would be the
global,
biggest.
global shit.
That would be the biggest out of all of them.
Yeah, they would need like motherfucking state. They would need the largest stadium for that shit. They would need the largest coliseum for that shit. Yeah, but I don't know 50. That's what I was thinking 50, and because I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, all right, what is this? I know it's all about keeping their numbers relevant for what they got going on now, but I feel like they anticipating a verses or some shit with this. Because you right now they getting calls right now. As we speak, they getting
Hmm.
calls. Like when shit like this happen and the numbers is up like this, these guys accumulating billions of views a day based off this beef. Best believe. Like so they're getting calls right now as we speak. They got offers on the table right now. I know, you know what I
Five
mean?
or 10 mil, they be in it. 5 or 10 mil, they
At
be in
least
it.
10. Yeah, at least 10. They at least want 10, 15 at
A
the most.
piece.
Right.
A piece.
Yeah, 5. I don't think 5 is enough for them. Not they 10. Yeah, I mean 10 to 15, then you talking. But 5, I don't
Right.
even
10
think
to
they're gonna do it
15
for 5.
facts.
Right.
Right. 10 to
Yeah.
15, probably. Yeah.
Right.
Damn, 10 mil in this
Yeah, yeah,
economy?
yeah, right. 10 million in this
Sheesh.
economy is still good. Facts. But they would get so many advertisers, that's going to want to sponsor that shit, that the money will be there. You gotta realize what type of corporations we talking about, bro. These niggas, you know what I mean? um,
Yeah, it definitely would be
yeah,
big.
yeah.
Who you got winning?
Pause.
Ti or 50?
Shit. Probably 50, bro. I'm gonna have to go with 50.
I listened to 50 more than Ti back in the day. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
it
with
just
50.
depends on
Who y'all got? Who y'all got in the verses? If 50 and Ti was the T off in the verses, who y'all got? Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments for the y'all on the replay. Who y'all got? I should have did a poll. No Diddy. Should have did a poll and shit. Maybe I'll
no
do it on the
epi,
community tab. No epi. Right. That's the new. Right. No epi.
no
niggas,
epi.
niggas said no epi. That's the new one and
Yeah,
shit. No
because we
epi.
using Diddy. Yeah, we throwing Diddy under the bus, and
Right.
he
Right.
just got busted. He just got busted for a freak off.
Right. No
Epi was
epi.
into some darker shit than Diddy, so no epi.
No epi. All right. Medusa said I got to go with Ti. Coley Greens, who you going with? East Coast, East Oakland, who you going with? Rare Species, who you going with? Michelle Walker, who you going with? 50 or Ti in the verses. Who y'all picking? Who y'all got? Let us know in the chat. Who y'all got?
I mean, they both had bangers, so you wouldn't be wrong for whoever you choose.
Right, 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 right.
It could be either or. It's just your
Either or.
preference.
Yeah, preference.
Those
Right,
verses are just basically your preference, like
right.
what you listen to in your rotation.
All right. East Oakland said Ti. Primo, put the 50 Cent lyrics. Gonna play forever in Power Show. Yeah, yeah, I know. That's what we said, Primo. It's diabolical that T took a shot at Ti wife, and that shit gonna be in every episode. That shit come on at the beginning. 50 got to air that shit. I mean, Ti got to air that shit every episode.
Yeah, I think that's kind of whack that he did that on. He should have did that separately.
50 don't give a fuck, bro.
He
He
should have
put
did
his
that separately. Cause I be honest with you, all his
yeah,
other intros, theme songs are hot, but this one I don't know about this one.
yeah. Tip. He said tip.
Like the
Tip
original
from the
Power theme song, that shit is like that's
Cody
up there.
Greens said tip, and I'm from the East Coast. Who you got, Pac-Man in the versus Ti or 50?
Well, technically, both of those niggas are from the East Coast. It's just
Right.
Ti's from the southern part of the East Coast, and 50's from New York. So that
Nobody want to hear the carnivore music. Bring them out. Live your life. Ti has never been in my playlist. But I fuck with Tip, man, on certain songs,
yeah,
man. I
he ain't
fuck
never
with
really
Tip.
been in my playlist
He ain't
neither.
been in my playlist, but
Mm-mm.
I fuck with Tip on certain songs he did put out. You know what I mean? But 50 was always on my playlist. Like 50, like one of the theme music to the shit I was into. So Jay is Jay, Big, 50, DMX, Nas,
Yeah, I see where
Jadakiss,
you coming
Block,
from, Coley
period.
Green, hating
Beanie
21
Siegel.
questions and Magic Stick. I can see
Yeah,
how you hate those two
right,
those
right,
two
right,
songs.
right. Yeah, I ain't really fuck with them Jones neither.
I mean, those songs are really more so for the females
Yeah, that's
anyway.
for females, right? It's more pop, for pop, pop hip hop shit. I ain't. Yeah,
Hell yeah, Ludacris is a better lyricist than Ti. Hell yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Facts. Nah, Ludacris is a better lyricist than a lot of people in the industry.
Hey, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
People slept on Ludacris. Like as far as a lyricist, like if you listen to his shit, like his freestyles and just the way he put songs together with his lyrics, like he in the top. He definitely in
Right,
the top. I don't know. He ain't in the top five. He ain't in my top five, but shit, he's pushing like top 20
right.
for sure.
Yeah, right. Terrell, really Outcast. Even though Ghetto Boys put the South like established the South on some gangster shit. Scarface and Ghetto Boys established
Nigga, the Ghetto
the
Boys
South on
established the
some
South, period.
period, right? But then T.I. came in with the whole trap music shit.
You can say
And
Scarface is the king of the South.
yeah,
What the fuck?
no, Scarface is the godfather of that shit, bro.
Same difference,
And yeah,
nigga.
everything else is under that. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody, and nobody could dispute that. Like, even the people that claim to be kings of the South would say, nah, Scarface is the nigga that paved the way. Like, ain't nobody even gonna dispute that shit. If T.I. was somebody to tell T.I., well, I think Scarface, T.I. would even say, yeah, Scarface is
Who's the king of New York?
um
Who the king of New York
shit.
when it comes to hip hop?
I gotta give it to Jay. If you talking about overall, I gotta
Yeah,
give that
overall,
shit to
I'll
Jay.
probably
Yeah,
give it to Jay
I
too.
gotta give
I'll give it to
Jay
Jay overall.
overall. Like if
Yeah,
you
for
talking
real.
about some, business, music, and all that, I gotta give it to Jay.
Right.
Um, Jadakiss is as far as lyrics, yeah, Jadakiss is like top five. He really top five did a lot. But yeah, I gotta give it to Jay. If you talking about like overall,
Overall, yeah,
well,
overall, Jay, for
yeah,
sure.
all around artist, I gotta give that shit to Jay.
And I
Nas,
ain't mad at people that say Nas. I ain't
yeah.
mad
If
at
you
people
say
who say
Nas, right,
Nas.
right,
I mean, Nas, he's definitely Nas is definitely in my top 5.
right. You said Big, yeah. I'ma
Big
always
is in my
put,
top 5.
I'ma always put Big uh over Jay-Z. But Big ain't stay
Not
alive
me.
long enough.
I put Jay over Big, bro.
Yeah, you
I
do,
put Jay.
not
Yeah, I
me.
put Jay over Big.
You already know I was like, and the thing is, I'm a Jay Z fan when it comes to the music, like 1000%. Like Jay Z was like a theme. Like his albums was theme songs to my life at the time. At the time, I was out there, so it was always Jay Z in my playlist. Like every day it was Jay. You know that, bro, because we watch Streets is Watching
Right.
like every day we wake
We was
up,
watching that
we
shit
watching
every
Streets is
day.
Watching every
We was
goddamn
watching
day,
that
bro.
shit every day.
I mean, that shit was like religiously watching Streets is Watching, bro. Like we trapping and watching goddamn Streets is Watching. So, Nick, you already know how I feel about like far as Jay when it comes to the music.
I
So
just don't feel like Big was
Big
around
ain't
long
live,
enough to
yeah, Big
establish
ain't lived
himself
long
as an
enough.
artist. That's the only reason why I give it to
Yeah,
Jay.
right. But
And
just
I
the
ain't mad
short
at
amount of
people who say
time,
Nas. I ain't mad at
right,
people who say Nas. If you say Nas over Jay, I ain't even going to disagree with you.
right,
I
right,
feel
right.
like it's just preference at this point.
It is preference. It is preference. And Nas is another one that was a theme song.
Yeah,
Like
Nas was definitely
Nas,
on my play. Shit,
like,
Nas
you know
still
what I
in my
mean?
playlist.
Right. Like Nas Illmatic was like the theme song to how the fuck I was living around that time. So it's like, bro, Nas shit was, bro, when I had the radio, when niggas,
Right,
that's the time when niggas was walking
right,
around with the boom box, nigga. You already
right,
know who I had in there. First
right.
of all, I had Smith and Wesson in there.
Yup, Smith and Wesson. You
Boot
had
Camp Play. I had Smith
Illmatic.
and Wesson,
Yup.
Illmatic. I had Ready to Die, Life After Death. I had
Don't
goddamn
forget about the War Report. Don't forget about
had War
Capone and
Report,
Noriega. Yup.
Capone and War Report. I had In My Lifetime. Uh, Volume 1 and Volume 2. What else I had? Like this the shit I literally had. We were riding around in the whip
That's when
or
the
the
music
boom
was
box.
real. That's when the
Yeah,
music was real, and it just wasn't
right.
that drill shit or just
Yeah, it wasn't that drill
it
shit.
wasn't just or drug addict music.
Right.
Niggas
You
just
said
talking about
Bone Thugs.
syrup and shit like that.
Right. Now I ain't really had Bone Thugs in my playlist, bro. Even though I fuck with Bone Thugs, but they weren't in my playlist. You
Wu
know what I mean?
Tang definitely was in our
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah, Woo and Pac. I had Pac in my playlist. I had Woo. You know what I mean? Like even the height of the beef between Biggie and Pac. I ain't choose sides on that shit because I fuck with Pac since Juice. Since, you know what I mean? Like, we watch Juice religiously, bro. Every day we watching Juice. So there wasn't no way in the world that the East Coast, West Coast beef is gonna make me hate Pac. Hell nah. That wasn't gonna
Yeah,
happen, bro.
that was no
That
real
shit
niggas
wasn't gonna happen.
didn't pick no side.
Hell nah.
Real niggas fuck with both Pac and Big through all of that.
Facts. And then
Shit, my top 5: Biggie, Big Pun, Big L, Nas, and Jay. That's the
right.
top 5 right there.
Mine's is J Big, J Big, Beanie Siegel. You know I gotta throw Bigs in there, bro. You already know how I feel about
I
Bigs,
would put
right?
him like 6 after my
Yeah.
top 5. He
I
would
had
come
to
like right after.
right. So you know I gotta go with Nas, Big, J, Beanie Siegel, and Jadakiss.
Either him or
Oh,
DMX.
my bad,
Either
DMX.
him or
My
DMX. I
bad.
would put 6th place.
Yeah, that will be my
Probably
sixth
X because
round.
I was
Yeah,
listening to X first.
yeah,
Probably X for me. But yeah,
right, right.
I feel like I feel like Big L was unfuckwittable. No, I don't feel like nobody could fuck with Big L when he was out there, bro. I
Yeah,
feel like
he
I
just
feel
ain't.
like he was like the best.
Yeah, and he just
And
ain't get enough
he
time.
ain't get enough time. He ain't get just like Biggie. He ain't get enough time. But I feel like nobody could fuck with Big L, like for real.
Right.
If
Rare
anybody
species,
actually
yeah, you
listen
said
to
Pop
lyrics,
Nas and him, right,
I don't feel like not too many people can fuck with Big L. Like seriously.
right.
He
Then
was
that
on a
album,
whole nother level than most niggas.
yeah. And then, but see that category of my top 5, that's a whole separate category for me when it comes to Rakim,
Yeah,
KRS-One,
Rakim is
Cool G
definitely
Rap,
one.
Big Daddy Kane, and LL. That's my top 5 when it comes to that era. It would be Rakim, Cool G Rap, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, and LL. That's my top
I
5 in
feel
that
like
era.
Rakim set the tone for real lyricism in hip hop. I think he was like the first
Nah,
official
I would
top
say
lyricist, bro. I don't think nobody
Kumo
fucking
D.
with him when it comes to like
Kumo D.
I give it to Rakim, bro. Kumo D was up
He
there,
set it
but
off. Yeah.
I give
But
it to
Rakim, right,
Rakim
right, right.
when it comes to
Bro,
lyricism,
yeah.
bro.
And that's my like we was young boys, like real young boys when when we was watching the box and shit and all the videos would come on and all that or the block parties and shit. Rock like that was our early on days. We was young boys where we ain't really understand hip hop um, you know, and for what it was. You know what I mean? But we just knew what it was. You know, like we knew just hearing lyrics and beats and shit was just for us, period. But yeah, it was Rakim, KRS-One, Cool G Rap, LL,
Big Daddy
and
Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. Right. You know what I'm saying? That was my top 5 for that class. That's my top 5 right
For that
there.
era.
Right. Facts. This nigga said Kumo D was trash. Yeah, a lot of people felt that way that Kumo D was trash.
Nah,
I ain't
Kumo
really
D wasn't
yeah,
trash, bro.
nah, he wasn't trash, bro, but he wasn't my
Kumo
favorite
D
though.
wasn't trash.
Nah,
Y'all drawn with
y'all
that.
crazy. Yeah, y'all crazy
Yeah,
saying
y'all fucking
Kumo D
crazy,
was
bro.
trash. Y'all crazy as hell. That Wild Wild West shit. Yeah, I feel you on that. Nah, that shit was still hot though. That shit was still hot though. But the videos would set it off for me with the Wild Wild West joint. It's when he dropped the video. Yeah, I mean, it made the song feel a little better when he dropped that video. But he said 50 fighting everyone. Yeah, 50 keeping himself relevant. So yeah, anybody say his name, you just hint around that nigga name, he going if you're somebody and you just hint around saying that nigga name, yeah, he gonna respond
But that's
ASAP.
always been 50's blueprint, though.
Yeah, but and then if you think about it,
That always been his blueprint.
and if you think and yeah, and if you go back and you watch interviews from niggas that was even from his hood, like gangsters and street niggas, always say he been like that. Even when he was in the streets, he was like that. So you ain't really
Right.
gonna expect the nigga to change just because he get on social media. Make sure y'all liking this video, man. Make sure y'all liking this video. Thumbs up this video. Yeah, Biz
Shit,
Markie,
that's
you
like
know, yeah,
that's how Pac was too. Shit, Pac ain't give a
yeah,
fuck.
Pop, right.
Pac was the same way. You don't say shit anything about Pac because he will retaliate in some way.
Right. Man, bro, we need to start going live on the hip hop channel with these motherfucking discussions.
Well, I guess it fits
I
this
mean, we
live
gonna
stream
get
because
50 touch with this live
Ti
stream.
verse Ti
Verse,
and 50
verse
verses
50.
and shit, and we just
Right,
going back and saying who would be, you know what I mean, ill as far as like the verses,
right,
and then we got into the hip hop shit.
right. Yeah, yeah, illegal was my shit. Yeah, Jamal and but the youngsters, you already know, being from Philly, you already know I'm gonna choose the youngsters over any of them. The even though we was fucking with the crisscross and all that, but I'm always pick the youngsters because they was from the city. So that's crazy though, because Tretch was writing for all of them. Tretch was writing for
Oh, yeah, that when you
young,
talking about lyricism, that's another lyricist right there, Tretch.
yeah, Tretch, yeah, right.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Tretch was up there, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's so many lyricists, bro. It's so many lyricists in the game.
Redman,
Like it's so many lyricists that you could just say just like was at the top. It
right,
just
right,
boils down to
Redman.
preference at this point.
Yeah, it is, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, most niggas don't even mention cannabis, but when cannabis first came out, that nigga was fucking fire. Like he brought some
yeah.
element to the
Ken was
game
hot.
that nobody
Right.
never heard. He was on a completely different level.
Yeah. And they was, and the thing about it, when cannabis came up, he was rapping for everybody. That like he even rapped for Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was amazed that cannabis was spitting the shit that he was spitting.
X too.
X,
You
yeah.
remember when he was at? You remember the joint that's floating around with Most Def, Big Pun,
Oh, they all sitting at the
that's
table.
sitting at the table and shit.
Right. Oh no, Black Thought is in my. Oh, I can't. Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Thought
as
and
far as
yeah,
lyricism, Black Thought is up there,
Black
bro.
Thought is in. He will be inexchangeable in my top five between him and Siegel.
To be honest
The
with you,
Black
bro, as
Thought.
far as lyricism, I think Black Thought
Black
is up
Thought's
there with
better.
Rakim. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
up
yeah,
there with
yeah, yeah,
Rakim,
yeah,
bro. I
yeah, yeah.
think Black
He
Thought
is.
and Rakim is on the same level. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck what nobody say. Them
yeah,
two
he is.
niggas are like when it comes to lyricism. I think them niggas is at the highest when it comes
Yeah,
to
he is.
lyricism, and then under them is Nas when it comes to lyricism.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
Right.
right there, right after Nas, right after boom, lyricism.
Yeah. Prodigy, another one that's up there. Right. Yeah. Prodigy, another one. Like
Right,
he niggas even had to respect. Everybody at the top had to respect Pen Game.
hell
Yeah, I
yeah,
even heard Jay-Z say at one time Prodigy was the best in New York. Yeah, because he was saying shit nobody ever said before. That's what made it different. He was saying shit like, you know what I mean? Niggas wasn't even
right,
saying at that time.
right, right.
The thing about it is people in the industry know Black Thought is one of them niggas that's at
Yeah,
the
as far
top,
as
and
lyricism.
they threatened by a nigga like him. Like they know that.
That's why I said when it comes to lyricism, you could put him right up there with
Yeah,
Rakim.
yeah, he up there. Black Thought is up there.
But then you gotta think about niggas like Big Pun as far as lyricism.
Whew,
Sheesh.
that's another one. That's another one. Pun is like up there, bro.
Yeah, he's up there, bro. He's up
Yeah,
there.
Pun got over with Black Thought on that shit. Yeah, he did on that song he did. Yeah, Pun got over with
Pun
Black
got
Thought on
over
that.
on everybody on everything he was on.
Yeah,
That nigga got over on everybody. I think he even got over on Big L on the collab that they did.
yeah, Pun just another he up there, bro. Like
I think the only one who got over on Pun was probably Cannabis on that Fantastic Four shit on the
yeah,
DJ
yeah,
Clue joint. The way
right.
the way the way Cannabis ended that shit was insane.
Yeah, Cannabis. He had the best verse on that. Yeah, he had the best verse on that. He said group Trial Called Quest. Yeah, Trial Called Quest as a group is up there. Yeah.
As far as
But
groups, I think the top group for me is Wu-Tang. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking
Woo.
about.
Yeah. Woo, my
Wu-Tang for
top
me,
group.
bro.
Yeah, Woo,
Wu-Tang forever for me.
Woo Locks. Like that's my Woo Locks, Mobb Deep.
Right.
Yeah, that like if you ain't, that's my top groups, bro. Like
Hell yeah. Wu-Tang,
yeah, Woo is like my number one rap group.
heavy spitters. All them
Yeah,
niggas heavy spitters.
yeah, Woo my number one rap group, and Locks is right under that. Yeah, ain't nobody, and that's no disputing. Like Wu Tang and the Locks, ain't no
RZA,
disputing that.
Jizza,
Right?
Old
Ain't no
Dirty
disputing
Bastard,
that.
Method Man, Raekwon, the Shep. Yo, them niggas, Ghostface Killer. Them niggas was fucking. Them niggas was like an all-star team and shit.
Yeah, the best new group. Yeah, I see you said Coast Country. Yeah, the best
Oh,
new group. Yeah,
Ghost
they nice.
Contras, they fucking
Ooh,
monsters, bro.
them niggas is
Them
different,
niggas is too sick.
and that's different. They different. And
Ew.
two of them niggas is Razzcast son. You know what I
Ew.
mean? So they already come from good stock. Two of them niggas is Razzcast son. The other boy with the top, the long hair, top hair, he from Philly. So they got like a monstrous group, bro. So them niggas
Niggas
is
barely even
nice.
rap like that anymore. Them niggas on a whole nother level.
Yeah, them niggas is nice.
Them niggas on a whole nother level, bro.
And then I gotta give it to Benny Butcher and the West Side Gun, Benny Butcher and Conway. Niggas came in hot.
Yeah, right.
They came in hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, there's a few other groups that's fire, as newer groups that still
Shit,
got that.
nigga, State Property was hot as shit back then. Them
Oh
niggas,
nah, state,
that's a
yeah,
fucking all-star. Them
right.
niggas was
That's the all star
all-stars
right there.
too.
Right. Yeah, that's all stars right there.
I don't know how we left them niggas out.
Nah, I ain't gonna never leave State Property out, bro. They from the
Sheesh.
city, so you already know that.
That's when Philly had the fucking rat game on lock, bro.
Fact. And the thing about it is, when they went up there to Hot 97, they real and they took over the radio station. That's when niggas like, oh no, these
They
niggas
shut
is
that
here.
shit down.
These niggas is here to stay. They went up there on Hot 97 to shut
Yeah,
that
I
shit
think
down.
early 2000s, I feel like the rat
Yeah,
game
Rock
belonged.
had that shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rock
I think
had that.
yeah. Philly period had that shit. I felt like.
Yeah, Philly had that
Cause
shit
you
on
had
a
niggas
lot
like
right there.
Cassidy, niggas like Cassidy out there, State
Right.
Prop, like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, Philly Most Wanted.
Yup, that shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, I still think PD had the hottest flow. Yeah. As far as
City.
flow,
Yeah,
sheesh.
PD
Yeah,
got the hottest
PD.
flow in the city though. Like
Yeah, the
hands
hottest
down.
flow in the
Like,
city for sure.
everybody know that. Ain't no disputing
To
with
the
that.
point most of them niggas started rapping like
Yeah,
PD.
they right. Meek came out rapping like PD.
Still
Niggas know that. They
do.
still do.
Still do, bro. Still do.
Like niggas know that. Ain't
Still
no
do.
disputing that shit anyway.
Yeah, the locks. Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said the two
Yeah,
top group. I like Woo,
it's a lot of
Woo and the
nice niggas
Locks.
out
Like,
there. It's a lot of nice niggas out there, bro, when it comes to hip hop.
yeah, like I said, my two top groups is the Locks and Woo. And I'm trying to think who would I put third? Mobb
As
Deep.
far as groups,
Yeah, I
Mobb
might have
Deep,
to go Mobb Deep. Yeah.
Mobb Deep.
Yep. Yep. So it'll be Woo, Locks, Mobb Deep.
I fucked
Trying
with
to
the
think.
Firm too, though. I fucked with the Firm. I
Yeah,
fucked
but
with it with
yeah,
Nas
they
and AZ and all of them. I
yeah,
fucked with that.
yeah. But the thing is, that's like a click. That wasn't like a rap group from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like started off
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm talking
true.
about like that was like an all stars group put together. I'm talking about like a rap group that started from
Right,
as a rap group. You know what I'm saying?
right,
EPMD, I would have to throw in there too.
right.
You know what I mean? I would have to throw EPMD in there. I'm trying to think who else. I would have to go. So I can't even say boot camp click because that's groups with inside of groups.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, oh man,
Yo, you remember all the offsprings from Wu? Clan. You remember Killer Army and fucking
Yeah,
Grave
they had
Diggers and all that
Grave
shit.
Diggers, Killer
All of
Army, Sons of Man.
Sons
Yeah,
of
yeah, they
Man.
had,
Them
yeah,
niggas,
yeah. And
them niggas
and the
had
thing
all my
about it,
all the names.
I bought every tape. Like every tape came out, Wu came out with, even the spin-off groups. I bought they shit too. That's just how much of a Wu-Tang fan I was. Like, I bought everybody's shit. Yeah, my top groups would have to be Wu, Locks, Mobb Deep, EPMD,
Hmm.
and oh shit. It would have to be like it would have to be a toss up between
You
MOP.
said
It would
Mob
have to
Deep.
be
You said Mob
yeah,
Deep, right? Yeah.
yeah, I already said Mob. It would have to be a toss up between
MP
um
definitely.
MOP and Capone Noriega. It would have to
Right.
be a toss up between them two.
Shit, I fuck with Onyx though
Yeah.
too.
See,
I fucked with Onyx though.
yeah, Onyx, yeah, yeah,
I fucked with Onyx, bro.
yeah. But they ain't in my top five. They ain't in my top five.
Nah, probably not top five. But he definitely was. He definitely was lit though.
They in my top 10 though. Yeah, Onyx in my top 10 still though. But yeah, because I had Black Moon. Like I
Yeah,
had Black
nigga,
Moon
you was
tape. Like
playing
I
that
bought
shit. You
yeah,
played
so
that shit.
I gotta throw Black Moon in there because I bought the tape and I had that shit
Nigga, you
in
was
the
playing that.
radio
I got
constantly.
tired of listening to that shit.
Right.
You played that shit so much. The Black Moon shit.
Yeah,
This
Black
nigga,
Moon shit was
this nigga,
fire, bro.
every,
Like that
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 shit
album
was
was
fire, but
fire, bro.
you played that
Like
shit 24/7.
like Black Moon shit was fire. So I got it, you know what I mean? Like and Smith and Wesson, they was fire as shit. Like
Yeah, the
so
Beat Nuts was fire for sure.
y'all niggas laughing and shit. Yeah, Black Moon was my shit, bro.
Yeah,
No, bro, I had that shit
this
in the
nigga was playing.
boombox,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit was
Like, and this was the days when niggas walking
24/7.
around with the radio. Like, this,
24/7.
right? This is the days when niggas was walking around with the radio in the '90s. So you know, I had my favorite tapes and shit on me. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was in Cape May, New Jersey
At
with
the Killer
Tim's on
Army,
at the beach.
at the
This nigga
beach with
had
Tim's on.
this nigga's
Right.
at the beach with Tim's on playing Capone and Noriega
Matter
and
of fact, I still got pictures from that shit too. We was
playing
down
Capone and Noriega at the fucking beach
at
with
the beach.
Tim's on.
At the beach with the Timbs on and shit. Shorts and goddamn Timbs on.
This
The
nigga
butter,
swore he was from New
the
York.
butter, the
This
butter
nigga
joints.
swore he was from New
Nah,
York.
I ain't want to New York shit. That was nigga,
This nigga swore he was from New York.
niggas was rocking the butters around that time. That's just what, you know what I mean? That was the shit around
This
that time.
nigga swore he was from New York. Capone and Noriega, motherfucking Illmatic
That was the
and
shit
Timberland
niggas.
walking
That was
around
the
at
shit
the
niggas.
beach in the sand with Timberlands on.
Yeah, but that's the shit niggas was playing around. That was the shit around that time. Yeah, the purple tape always gonna
Yeah,
be one of my top tapes, bro. Hell yeah, purple tape. Hell yeah. And Shaheem was fired back then. Hell yeah. Yeah, I bought all the Wu shit, bro. Even the spinoff niggas, man.
yeah, all the spinoffs, yeah.
The Sons of
Shit, I
Man,
remember I
Killer
had the
Army.
Grave Diggers. I had the
Yeah, the
Grave
Grave
Diggers tape.
Diggers. Right. You know, I played that Killer Army shit. You know, I had that shit in the tape deck. I was
Yeah,
walking
for
around with the
sure.
Killer Army shit, bro. I even took that shit down Jersey when we was going down there to the shore and all that. Had the motherfucking Killer Army tape when niggas wasn't even playing that shit. Niggas like, who that? I'm
Right.
like, this is one of Wu Tang group spinoff groups. Said the Flunkies. um, yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, yeah. You said RZA when he was Bobby Digital.
Bobby
Right,
Digital.
right.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
cassette
night.
tape. That's something we ain't gonna see no more.
Yeah, right,
Everything is streaming now.
right. Niggas be still selling like cassettes based off some collectible shit right now.
Yeah, people still selling vinyls based off some
Yeah,
fucking
vinyls and yeah,
collectibles. Yeah.
collectibles like vinyls and tapes and shit on some collectibles. Yeah, Knife Prince was hot. Yeah, Killer Sin. Yup.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, how many records did Killer Army drop? I don't even. They just dropped one
So,
project, didn't they?
nah, they dropped two.
Couple, like two.
Yeah, they dropped 2 albums. He said Little Brother was slept on. Yeah, Little Brother was hot when they first came out. It wasn't my yeah, I mean they wasn't part of my Rolodex, but yeah, I mean Kanye produced some joints for them and I like the shit they had. But you said they dropped 4 albums? I thought they only dropped two. You might be right about that. I see you got the Wu-Tang symbol, so I know you're a
This
Wu-Tang
nigga
fan.
might be somebody from Wu Tang. You know, it's like a million of those niggas now.
Right, right. Nigga, shit, I wanted to be a member of the motherfucking Wu-Tang, nigga.
I know
Yeah,
everybody. I know, right? Anybody who rap
yeah,
wanted to be a
man.
member of the fucking Wu Tang
Fuck
Clan.
all that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, everybody who rap wanted to be down with somebody from the Wu Tang Clan. One of them
hell yeah.
groups.
Nigga, I wanted to be the motherfucking member of the Wu-Tang, nigga. I ain't give a shit. Hell yeah.
So you had niggas in China that wanted to be part of Wu and ended up
Hey,
being part
yeah,
of
no,
Wu
no, they
Tang.
got, they
And
got
ended up
group.
being
Yeah,
opening up a whole chapter over there.
yeah, they did. Shit.
Gangstar, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you had to be hot back in the day. It was a lot of competition for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, you had to
It
be
was
hot,
way
bro.
too much competition. You had to be hot back in the day. You couldn't come on no bullshit. And
Yeah,
you had to be yourself. You couldn't come
you
with
can't come
somebody
sound like
else's
nobody
style.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you couldn't come with somebody else's style.
man, your ass to get beat the fuck up trying to sound like somebody else.
Facts.
Like you literally try to sound like somebody else, you gonna have beef with somebody.
That's true.
That's just what it was.
Unless you came from the same clique.
Yeah, but yeah,
Unless
that
you
would
came
just
from the
be
same clique.
yeah,
And
you're right.
that was the
That's the
only
only
exception.
reason.
Cause I'm gonna be
Yep.
honest with you, most of the niggas from Children of the Corn, all them niggas sound like Big L to me.
And the thing is, even there was some discrepancies, even if you in the same clique sound like, cause DMX and Ja Rule had beef because of niggas.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they was really in the same clique like that. Like they did.
Yeah, they did.
I
Right.
don't think they was in the same clique. I can't really say they was in the same clique though, bro.
Yeah, they just
Cause they
was
ain't
in the
like
same
Ja Rule
circles
was
though.
they ain't like
Yeah,
Ja
right,
Rule was
right,
Rough
right.
Riders and shit.
Yeah, but they was part of the same circle, inner circle though.
Same circle, but not the same. I don't think they were like the same clique though.
Nah, they wasn't the same clique. They just had the same
Mm-mm.
inner circle. But yeah,
Said you still influenced by Wu dress code?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
remember Wu
exactly.
wear? Y'all niggas remember Wu wear?
Yeah, and that's crazy because one of one of the ones that helped start Wu, the dude Power, he just passed away recently. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that.
yeah, yep. And remember, he was a belly and all that shit too.
Yep. Belly.
So you brought up Illinois Strax. I'm on my way. Yeah, yeah. Illinois Strax was hot back in the day though. They had that single that was hot though. I ain't even going front on them. I ain't going front on Lords of the Underground. Lords of the Underground was hot as shit too. Like you got them other groups, bro, that had some hot ass music out, bro.
Right.
Like Lords of the Underground had some hot ass shit out.
MOP.
MOP was like one of my favorite groups, bro. So I all right, so Dies Effects, all that shit, bro. And you still had a few other groups
Oh
that had
yeah,
some hot
Dies
shit out there.
Effects.
Foo Snickers, like you still had some groups that had some
Right.
hot shit out there, bro. Like I can't even front on all the other groups I used to listen to. They might not been in my Rolodex far as like on a day-to-day play, but
Naughty by nature.
yeah, of course, Naughty, right?
Shit, even Digital Underground.
Yeah,
Shit.
Digital Underground was hot back then. Yeah, And oh, yeah, I mean NWA, of course. Yeah, the Artifacts was hot. Yup.
Yeah, you really had to rap back in the day. I don't know
Fact.
what the fuck they be doing now, but back in the day, niggas had to rap. They really had to rap.
It's getting back to that though.
Yeah, it
It gotta do the 360
like
degree.
Coast Contra. Yeah, they definitely
Yeah, yeah,
represent
yeah,
that
yeah.
era. Like them niggas is
I
fire.
mean, you got Kendrick, you got J. Cole. Like it has to do a 360.
Right.
Like all this shit have to come back around. It does a 360. So, and I see a lot of rap, a lot of other rappers that was on some, just you know, spit some like some dumbed down music is even starting to get back to spitting real shit, spitting hot lyrics. Looking like niggas like look at Designer, the nigga that did the Panda song and shit.
Yo, you know
That
what
nigga,
music
that
I
nigga
like?
back spitting some hot. He spitting some real fire hip hop shit now.
I like the L.A. Russell boy. I like his energy.
Yeah, yeah, Russell good. Yeah, Russell fire.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
Yeah, Russell fire.
I feel like he bring a different element to the game,
Yeah,
like
La
with some of
Russell
his type of
fire.
shit. Yeah. Didn't he just sign? Didn't he just sign with Jay?
Rock
He just
Nation.
signed with Jay, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he did a Rock Nation deal.
Yeah, Common definitely one of the top lyricists.
Right.
Common and Most Def. Common, Most Def. Yeah, them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, a lot of I see a lot of rappers, like even rappers throughout the night. I see people slowly starting to, put real music out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I see it going in a full circle now. I see it's going in a 360 degree, and that shit is starting to come back around again.
Facts.
We're saying something matters.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, Far Side was solid. Souls of Mischief was another one of my, you know what I mean, favorite groups and shit. Souls of Mischief had some hot shit out. That's what I'm saying. It's other groups in the '90s that I still fuck with. Outkast, another one of my top favorite groups in the '90s. Like I got my favorite
Yeah,
five groups.
Outcast
Yeah,
supersede just the
yeah,
'90s. Them niggas.
right, right. Like
They
I got
they
my
at the
favorite
top.
top five, but then I got all the other groups that I still listen to. Like
Right.
Outkast is one of them. Scar, Ghetto Boys is one of them. Yeah, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, period. That's yeah.
You used to fuck with
Three Six Mafia.
3-6 Mafia.
Hey,
Yeah.
3 6 Mafia is another one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some other groups that I still, you know what I mean, that I still rock with. A Ball and MJG. Because you gotta think about it. We was artists once ourselves. So when you study, like you come up studying a lot of these rappers. Like
Facts.
we study rappers from all coasts. You know what I mean? So that's why
Hell
when
yeah.
we was rapping, we was nice with it because we
From all
study all rappers
eras,
from all
all
eras.
coast.
Yeah,
Yep. Upcoming ones, upcoming
facts.
rappers. Yeah. All types of shit. Yeah.
Even the producers. See, I was, you know what I mean,
Right. Even the producers. Facts.
produce music. So I was listening to all the producers, like really studying that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the Ghetto Boys like one of my top southern groups, definitely.
It's just too many. It's just too many to name that's top tier.
Right.
And that's why I said hip hop more so about preference. It boils down
Yeah,
to
that shit
preference
is
at this
preference.
point.
Facts. Now I know we got all off topic, but we just going on some hip hop shit because this is a hip hop
But let's
discussion.
get back on topic. T.I. or 50? Who y'all got?
TI 50, who y'all got?
T.I. or 50? Who y'all got?
Right, Terrell adopted, not biting. Facts. And my preference as far as this battle will be 50.
Yeah, I'm definitely 50.
Like 50 part of my Rolodex. Like so I can't even 50 part of my Rolodex, bro. Like it theme music to the shit I was into.
And then
So
look who 50 had behind him. He had fucking Dr. Dre and
Dr.
Eminem.
Dre, right. And he started off with you know what I mean?
And he got the best hype man in the world. Tony Yayo is the best hype man in the world.
He said
And,
Tony. Right.
and then Lloyd Banks is one of the hottest lyricists ever. Lloyd Banks is up there when it comes to lyricism. So
Yeah. He had some hot shit. Right.
yeah, 50 got bangers for sure.
Right.
Yeah, if 50 step up there with Tony Yayo on a verses, it's over, bro. Y'all see how that just on the hype man side things,
Some hype
just on
man
the
shit.
hype man shit alone, 50 will win that verses.
Right.
With Tony Yayo up there, all you gotta do is fuel that nigga up with some duck, some duck and some caviar
Come on.
pancakes.
Oh, it's a Morocco duck.
Yup,
Duck from
some
Morocco.
Moroccan smoked duck and some caviar pancakes. Get him fueled up on that shit, and he going crazy.
Yo, he said right. That's some funny ass shit.
That's the first time I had salmon trout. This nigga said he had. That nigga said this the first time I had salmon trout.
That's some funny ass shit.
Where the fuck this nigga get salmon trout all in the same fish? That's wild, boy. You fill that nigga up with some salmon trout, 50 gonna have that versus in the bag.
Yeah, I was trying to see if
What, them niggas
any of they
responded?
responded. Hey, y'all see Oprah lately? Yeah, damn,
Is
Oprah
that
got
Oprah? Is that Oprah
yeah,
for
that's
real?
bro,
What the
Oprah.
fuck?
That's Ozempic Winfrey and shit.
They
That's
might
motherfucker Ozempic.
have Ozempic Winfrey.
She got the she look like motherfucking Al Sharpton and shit with the big
Yeah, what
head,
that
skinny body and
bobblehead and
shit.
that walk. Yeah, that's
Hey, Al
that clone
Sharpton.
walk. They might have replaced her ass. That's that clone walk.
Ah,
They all
that's
got that walk
hey, like
and
she
that
been replaced.
bobblehead,
Hey, they replaced
skinny
Oprah with
ass body
Ozempic.
with a weird shaped head and that
Yeah,
biting walk. That
yeah,
walk.
yeah. Oprah look like
The
motherfucking
fuck?
Al Sharpton and shit, bro.
That
It
shit
look
crazy,
crazy.
man.
Seeing that shit like what the fuck's that Oprah? Oh, I said, oh, that's Ozempic.
These celebrities, you questioning it. Damn, have they been replaced?
Yeah, that's
Well,
Ozempic
what
Oprah.
reason would they have to replace Oprah though? Cause she follows the rules.
Now that's just
That's
Ozempic
just
Winfrey.
Ozempic. Yeah, Ozempic Winfrey. I thought no, she came out publicly and said she don't fuck with Ozempic. You remember that? She was like,
But she started off fucking with that shit though, and it messed up her gut.
damn.
Yeah, that shit messed up her gut. Remember she was in the hospital for like weeks, messing
She
around with that
always
shit.
trying to weird ass diets and shit. She rich. She might as well. She should be able to get rid of that weight, keep that shit down naturally with all that bread.
I mean, motherfuckers like to eat. Motherfuckers like to eat. You know what I mean? They like to eat. Oprah been struggling with her weight her whole goddamn career. She just like to eat.
I don't even think she's really that big though.
Nah, she ain't that. She wasn't that big. Nah, In her earlier days, you know what I'm saying? She had that weight, but you know what I mean, but other than that, hey, I don't know what's up with this new Oprah though, man. That big ass head, that skinny Al Sharpton and shit, bro. Like that shit look crazy.
Bobbleheads and shit.
Hey, like Oprah, why you do that shit, bro? It's crazy.
That's that DJ Khaled on that Ozempic shit too. You see that nigga slimming down.
DJ
You
Khaled,
remember that nigga was on Weight Watchers. That nigga was representing for Weight Watchers for
yeah,
like 5-6 years. They ain't lose 1
making
pound.
sure. Yeah, I think these celebrities being replaced. These motherfuckers
Oz-
do not look the same.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like
That's what
Jim
I'm saying.
Carrey, Oprah,
That's what
goddamn,
I
these
was
niggas just
saying.
do not look the
Yeah.
same, bro. These niggas like they being replaced. I don't know what's up with this shit.
Yeah, that damn sure wasn't no Jim Carrey. You remember niggas, remember when Dame Teeth was coming out and shit, niggas was saying that somebody, they replaced Dame when he had
Nah,
went to
only
the
thing
dentist.
replaced,
Nah,
right.
I don't think he got replaced, but you know, niggas was saying that because Dame was up there looking a mess after he came back from the dentist or
Oh
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. His face was swollen like the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people say, yeah, that's not Dame. What the
yeah,
fuck they do
damn.
with Dame?
Yeah, his shit was swollen like that. Right.
Niggas had
He had
Dame.
like the Godfather, Marlon Brando cheeks and shit.
Right.
Yeah, shit crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm questioning. Yeah, that Oprah, that last picture of Oprah, that last video of Oprah, what the fuck? Like, what the hell
Yeah,
happened?
Oprah look like that's Ozempic, Winfrey and shit. Shit look crazy.
That shit do look crazy. Yeah, she got that Al Sharpton and Al Roker looking shit.
Yeah, right.
It looked like they lost weight unnaturally.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, he definitely lost weight unnaturally, bro. That shit look
It's like the
crazy.
body be extra skinny, but the head be still big as shit and then misshaped. Like, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that shit be looking weird. I don't know what that is. And then she was sort of walking like Biden and like
Yeah,
how
yeah, she
that
walking like
Biden, yeah,
yeah,
that
she got
Biden walk.
she got like a different walk with her now, right?
Yeah. Maybe
I
she was
don't know.
sick. Maybe she was sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. She was sick. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, people who getting over sickness and shit, it do change your appearance.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah, it definitely could change your appearance.
But I was thinking is that Ozempic,
I mean, people's
get
getting sick from that
low.
over. It's working for people, but it's getting sick. People
Yeah, it's
getting
getting
sick.
people sick.
Yeah, and then the thing is, when you come off of it, people say you gain all the weight back and then some. So
Yeah.
you gotta take that shit for life. This is Tyrell. So we in some strange times for
Hell yeah, we
sure.
in some strange times. Strange times.
Yeah, you can't trust not no quick fixes from the pharmaceutical company. Hell nah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't already and like and share this video. Shout out to y'all who've been on the stream from the beginning. Even
Yeah,
though
rocking
we
around
fell
with.
off even though we fell off topic a little
I
bit.
mean, yeah, I mean, there's only but so long you could talk about 50 and because we went over that shit, but we wanted to come on here and kick it with y'all a little bit more longer. So I mean, this hip hop is just talking about hip hop overall, period. Because we talking about two hip hop heads going back,
Right.
challenging each other. So it's perfect opportunity to talk about some hip hop shit. Even though we got a whole hip hop channel for this shit. Check
Facts.
out Hip Hop Culture Today. That's Hip Hop Culture Today. That's with the number 2. Hip Hop Culture Today with the number 2. That's our hip hop channel.
And for those of y'all who just subscribing, make sure y'all click the notification bells so y'all know y'all get notified when we go live or when we drop a video.
All right.
And shout out to y'all who've been shopping with us over at nightandayherbals.com. Y'all know this is sponsored by
All right.
nightandayherbals.com.
Yeah.
And we got the
Yeah,
best
y'all.
herbal products on the market. We got hair care, skincare products. We got CBD. So make sure y'all check us out over there. We got CBD in many different forms. We got the pre-rolls. We got CBD cigarettes. Now for y'all who've been ordering our cigarettes, you can stuff them yourself. You could buy
Yeah.
the cones and the trim, the filling. You could buy it separately, and
Oh, we got
you can stuff
the
them
kit with
yourself.
it too, right?
Yeah, that's the kit. Yeah, the
Yeah,
kit
we got
with
the
the
whole
cones
kit
with it.
with it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can stuff them. You got the whole kit with it, so
You
you
can
don't
make
even
your
have to.
own CBD
Right.
cigarettes.
Yeah,
You
shout out
know.
to y'all that been shopping with us, man. We see y'all. We see y'all.
And if
We
y'all know, our
appreciate. We
CBD is the
appreciate y'all.
highest quality CBD that you can buy on the market. It gets lab tested, so we make sure there ain't no impurities or anything like that in there. No heavy metals, no synthetic pesticides, none of that. So
Yeah,
you
if you
can
go
get
on there,
the
when you see
cleanest
it,
CBD
yeah, when you
on
go
the
on there,
market.
you see we got all the lab test results and stuff on there. So yeah, and most sites don't even really even do that. Like, you know what I
Fact.
mean? But we want people to know our shit is, is pure and we don't have any synthetics or any pesticides or any of that shit with it. So we get all our shit lab tested.
Our CBD is grown in Amish country in Lancaster, PA. So a good soil, gets plenty of
Facts.
sunlight. It's grown in season. So make sure y'all head over to nightandayherbals.com. You can get there by this QR code that's on the screen. If you watch it from the TV, you can just scan the QR code. It's also pinned at the top of the chat. It's also going to be in the description of this video.
Right, Terrell. You already know Amish don't deal with none of that poisonous shit. It's
Yeah,
against
they
their
keep the
religion.
old school.
Yeah,
They
it's
they
against
keep
their
the old
religion to
school
even deal with
shit.
that. Right.
Like
Um,
the Amish, they farm. They farm. They still use all the old school equipment and everything. They don't even modernize
right.
that shit. They still got donkeys plowing the field and whatnot.
Facts. Facts. Old they
They
still
don't
using
even use
old
the
tractors
tractors
and
and
shit.
shit like that.
Right.
They use the donkey. You see them
Dunk.
out there with the donkeys
Right.
out in the field.
Facts.
So shout out to y'all who've been shopping with us,
Yeah, we
man.
see
Shout out
y'all.
to y'all who've been tuning in on all our live streams on all our channels. Night and Day Network LLC, Night and Day Talk Media. We got Hip Hop Culture Today. We got the True Crime channel.
Your 9 Day True Crimes, 9 Day Cartoon Network.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all, man.
Yes, indeed. Right, all natural. Hell yeah. We got to. Shit, the corporations already poisoning us to death with their products. Shit. Somebody gotta be, the opposite of that. That's what we basically built all our shit off anyway, because we needed an alternative to what the corporations is selling. We needed an alternative for that shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people shit's coming from China.
Right.
So our products don't come from China. Our products come locally or made locally
Local.
in
Fact.
small batches, so the quality is there.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. And man, we're gonna catch y'all on the next live stream, man. Make sure y'all turn on all notifications too for when we upload or go live.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at a link to the shop for those of y'all still looking for the link. I just posted it again in the chat. So shout out to y'all, man. Shit. I think that's
Yeah,
all we got
kosher.
to say. Yep.
Yeah, everything kosher. Facts. Yep. And on that note, man, we catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Get out of here. Peace.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.